Welcome back, everyone. MTG Moxman here. Hope everyone's having a wonderful day. So we're going to talk about Magic today, and specifically Mox Amber again. Now, I think I harp on this card the most on the entire internet. Sorry, guys. All over YouTube, you're going to see my videos. They get spread around a lot. Not a lot of views, per se, because people aren't paying attention. So I'm going to hopefully convince some of you why. Now, Mox Amber has been going on just a tear as far as cards go of its price range. It has gone from a $10 card, Canadian, to now it's like $14.90 American. That puts it close to 20 bucks again, guys, in Canadian dollars on MTG Goldfish. Many sales are happening again on eBay. I think it's as it starts to rotate out, people are starting to pay attention to the fact it can be used in a lot of different ways and different formats. I'm going to highlight some for some fun, by the way. I have some cards here just to go over with you, but the ability to use it as a legendary, yes, it is singular, it can only have one in play, but you can always play that, tap it, play an arrow one, sack the first, you can really get things going if you choose to, almost like a lotus petal. But you have to have that legendary creature, or you have to have a planeswalker in play. That's just so difficult to do, isn't it, guys? It's so difficult. So I think people are actually starting to realize that. I think people are coming to the realization this card is good. Maybe not exceptional like some of the other ones, but it is good. It can be built around. It can be utilized in more ways than people think. So it comes from Dominaria. And some of the guys in Dominaria that I've used it with are Tetsuo, Fugitive of Umejawa. Very, very good card. It says here, creature you control with power of or toughness. Control power or toughness of 1 cannot be blocked. So think about that. Power or toughness. 3/1 elemental tokens. Chandra decks. Very cool. All right. How about Shana Sisei's Legacy? Okay. This is 1 white, 1 green. Cannot be the target of spells or abilities your opponent controls. That's nice. And it gets a +1/+1 for each creature you have. So she comes in as a 1/1, but the more you put in play, the bigger she's going to get. And she's legendary. Now, in her case, that is, both these cards, it's going to be a turn 3 drop. I understand that. But turn 3, you put a land Mox, now you have 4 mana available on turn 3. It is ramping up mana. It is possible to do it. And with Emery of the Lock, it could happen even faster. So, I'll be honest, I never opened this one, so pardon me. I just pop this out. Oh my goodness, I'm horrible. Zergo Bellstriker. Now, Zergo Bellstriker is 1 casting cost. Think about turn 1. Zergo Bellstriker can't block creatures with power 2 or greater, but he is 1 red to cast in a multicolored deck. Can't block creatures. So he is a 2/2 for 1. Great on his own. But imagine this, guys. He's also legendary. So, since he taps for red, that is a turn 1, lay him out, lay out the Mox, and you can still shock someone. Depending on what you've got out there, you may be able to do some serious cards on turn 2. So that's turn 1. Very nice card. By the way, I got a lot of these in foil because I like foil. Okay, and very easy to cast. All right. Nissa, Steward of the Elements. Again, was this Amonkhet, right? She is X for her thing, but she is 1 blue, 1 green, and X. So if you don't spend any X, she comes in as what? Well, 0, 1, 2, whatever. But she is very possible, and she scries 2 right away. So turn 3 again, you're going to have a Beastie Girl going, but you're going to have other cards out. In a multicolored deck, very, very doable. Imishanu, Hound of Konda. This is a legendary creature. It's 2/2, and it is 1 to get out. Now think about that. 2/2 for 1. Legendary, yes, but you can put 4 in your deck. There's your white mana. I've shown white, red, blue. Where's this one? Overnyaya, Pashari, Sage, Lifecrafter. I don't really care. She's my green. So in the green, she can actually pump out creatures for you. So she's going to help get things going, but she's 1 to cast for 1/2, which means, again, turn 1, Mox Amber works. Baral, Chief of Compliance. 1 blue, 1 other. Instant sorcery spells you cost 1 less to cast. Well, that's pretty nice. A little bit faster to cast things. Whenever a spell or ability you control counters a spell, you may draw a card. If you do, discard a card, and he can ramp you up. He is a very good card, guys. I hope you guys are paying attention to this. I hope you're taking some of these names down to build your own decks. Now, this is all from Transform, these next ones here, but I chose this one in particular because this is Gideon. Oops, sorry, wrong way. Right, now it says, Kythian, hero of Arcos. He is 1 white for a legendary human soldier, which of course he becomes Gideon Battleforged. So, at the end of combat, if Kythian, hero of Arcos, and at least 2 other creatures attacked this combat, exile Kythian and return to the battlefield. Okay, so anyway, he comes back now as Gideon Battleforged, and now you can actually do things. There's your Planeswalker, and he gets out cheap. Guys, there are lots of cards that do this. My decks will be ready soon. Just some decks I've been building and playing with some friends and trying things out. And it's going to be a lot of fun just to see if it works. But these are some of the reasons. These are examples. Oh no! How could that happen today? Why? I'm so sorry I dropped you all. I hope your heads aren't hurt. Let me just pat you on the head. Make sure you're okay. For those of you who are still watching the video this long into it, understand, Mox Amber I think will continue to go up. I've talked about this for a while. I actually expected it to slow down a bit, like all this week and just kind of go like 20 cents type thing. It went up like $1.90 today. So it is ripping up for what it is. I mean, it had we're talking 20% increase today. Today. We talked about 10% increase, 20% increase in the last 24-hour period. That is flipping nuts. I know you notice I don't use a lot of profanities on the channel. I'm not big into that. It's just, wow. That's seriously, we're talking a big upswing in price for what the card is. Now, do I think this means it'll go higher? Yeah. When these things tend to go on a tear, guys, I think they go higher. I don't think it'll go that high. I don't think it's going to break the $20 barrier. But somebody's buying these cards. I bought a couple. Andrew, I know you bought some. You haven't commented on how many. You've bought some. You guys know I'm sitting on a lot. But I haven't been selling any. I'm not putting them up. eBay has a page and a bit, but a lot of them are from foreign. They're not English. People like Good Seller on eBay, he's keeping 8 at a time. So if you buy 8, he holds it, looks, and then puts 8 up again. And a lot of people are adjusting their prices daily. A lot of prices jumped up today. They climbed to roughly $2 Canadian. And I saw some purchases happen today that happened earlier on TCG Player and on eBay that gobbled some up when they were still cheaper, when they were around the 13 Canadian dollar mark, which would be like, what, 11 something American? Before all the prices jumped. Keep that in mind, guys. They may keep going up. And if you're a watcher of this channel, I hope you hit subscribe. I hope you guys are still supporting me. I really appreciate it. So I can do more videos covering some of these topics so you guys have a better understanding that the market doesn't always mean anything. Whoever's buying them is buying them for whatever reason. But you'll hear from other channels, other people saying it's a bum card, it's this. It's up to the players to decide. We set the market, not them. Although sometimes I think there's some funny business going on where the bigger companies try to buy things out or set their own prices. I get it. But in my head right now, guys, this card's going to keep going up. I hope you have your playset or 2 kept aside. I don't know who's buying them, guys, but it's still going up, and it's kind of scary to look at. And I mean, some of those reasons are these types of cards, right? This is some of the reasons, because it can be worked into a deck. There's also older cards like Reese the Redeemed, who's 1 green or 1 white, which means you'll get both those colors. Those guys still exist too for going for older decks to make it pliable in older series decks like Vintage and Legacy. I don't think it's being used there just because those decks are like 1-turn kill type things. But it very easily could be if somebody wanted to have some fun with it and try to break it and find ways to really manipulate the card. So I think we're going to see a lot in the next 24 months. I'm kind of excited to see where this is going to go, up or down. I originally thought it was going to crash out, where I'd be able to gobble up another very large position in the market. I was unable to do so. I bought a few here and there, and I have a couple coming in the mail, but nothing like what has been selling in the last few days on eBay. So, you know, it is what it is. I hope everyone's got the play sets they need. I hope you guys have enjoyed some of the stuff I showed you today. And please remember, if you're new to the channel, I'd love to hit the subscribe button to let come and support me and help me out in my goal to get more subscribers to grow, so I can have more time and let people know what's going on out there. I really appreciate your time today. This is MTG Mox Man. Have a great one, guys, and we'll see you tomorrow. Cheers. Mox Amber's crazy.